welcome to CMJ Live. And I got two beautiful ladies in here. And before we were off air, we were having some fun. So if you want to see the behind the scenes, you go to my Instagram. Instagram is live. It's going 24/7. You can see all the jokes behind the scenes. And then you can watch it and place them together. But before we go on, thank you so much for joining us. And if you see the face, you're like, I've seen her face. Why do I know her face? Please tell everybody who you are.
Hey guys, I am Sheena Blake from Discovering Diversity Publishing. Oh, I said that like Punctuation Thursdays. It wasn't on purpose. It's sort of a habit now. But I'm Sheena Blake from Discovering Diversity Publishing and Service Co. But today we're talking about Discovering Diversity Publishing.
Yes.
Shall I introduce Palmonia Gordon?
You can do that. You can give her the big drum roll and power it up. There you go.
So let me start by saying that I don't even remember where I met Palmonia, but there was this time that sort of like shifted in my life because when I met her, I started ordering things because of editing her book.
Okay.
And so spending time with her book, so this is sort of like a long-winded, maybe like mom spiel, but I'm just really proud
That's all right.
to know a woman who is teaching people how to live their lives purposefully and not cheesily, but very like, what do you want? And ask for it and move on. So without further ado, this is Palmonia Gordon.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
All right, so let's get into it. Yeah, you like that drum roll.
That was good.
Make sure you pay her for that, you know what I mean? You can sit there.
I've been working on it.
Okay. So before we get into her, let's get back into you, okay? Because
Okay.
everyone wants to know background.
Okay.
Right? I love to tell everybody their background so you know how you got started, how you got into the business, why you got into the business, what did you see that there was a need for.
Yep.
All right, so tell everybody your background, where you're from.
Like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, I know. That's what yeah.
Wait, what do we mean?
Okay.
Well, I was born in British Columbia.
Okay.
But I was raised in Ontario.
Okay.
My dad is Jamaican. My mom is Russian Polish Jew. So that's where all of this comes from.
I love it. Love it. Okay.
And then so from there, there was a point in my life where I had written one book and I was really excited about it and I was like, how do I publish this? How do I publish this? And I called some of the really big brands and it felt really nameless and faceless, which is cheesy because I really respect big brands. I really, really do. I love how they've built themselves.
Right.
But there were some pieces of it that I felt like were missing that I'm like, I need to make this better and more accessible for people and make it feel like they're not alone. We're living in 2017. Everything is digitalized, which I am a big fan of. But in that digitalization, we are sort of lacking some humanness.
We talked about that when we had the radio show.
Right.
How, boyfriend and girlfriend don't write letters no more. They're
right.
texting, hey, how you doing, sweetheart? And all,
or the opposite, I'm so mad at you.
Yeah, emoji, heart emoji,
GIF,
okay?
yeah.
So we're in the emoji, heart emoji world, right? But when did it start? Let's go back again, because I want everybody to know, what high school did you go to?
Oh, God. I went to Orangeville District Secondary School.
Did you write back then?
I did. I
Okay,
did.
so
And in fact, I would imagine that at some point, Rita Barron, who was one of my favorite high school English teachers, she'll probably be on here at some point. But she really inspired me a lot to be like, just do it, just write whatever you're thinking.
Yeah.
And I couldn't like imagine what that meant. And so yes, then I would imagine the next question is, what did I do after high school?
Yes.
Then I went to the University of Toronto.
Keep writing?
Yep, kept writing.
Okay.
Wrote like for papers and blah blah blah, things like that. And then went to college again and had kids and all of that jazz. But while I was at Humber later on, I won a scholarship, or not a scholarship, rather a bursary.
Okay.
To start my business.
Well, see, that's why I wanted to get into it, so people know when they call you, they're getting the real deal.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a little while.
It's not someone that just said, hey, I want to be an author all of a sudden, I can help you out.
Yeah.
That's why I want to give you the background so they know,
This is why you're Charles.
She's writing. She knows what she's writing. It's something she does. And also for the paper, you know what I mean? You do little articles here and there.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So you're always out there. People can see your work. They can pick up a Toronto Caribbean newspaper and they saw your articles.
Yep.
So this is something that you do. It's not something, a side win thing.
No.
This is something that you're passionate about.
This is what my day is filled with.
This is what your day is filled
Yep.
with. Okay, so speaking on that, you saw this lovely lady. She had a story, and then how did it work together? I'll let you talk about that.
I went on a convention. I was in the U.S. and I came back. It was May 21st.
Okay.
And I decided I had to write a book.
Okay.
And once I made that decision, I went on Instagram. I think it was within a week.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Mika
Okay.
Banfield that Sheena also published her book.
Okay.
And she was posting, oh, I just had my baby. I told you guys I was pregnant for 9 months.
Yeah. I remember that.
We
Yeah.
need to meet.
Okay.
So went, met Mika. That's how we connected.
Yes.
Okay.
Coffee. And right away she goes, okay, here's Sheena. Book messenger. And then Sheena called me.
Yeah.
And I had not yet then written the book. I
Okay.
had just made the decision that I need to write a book.
Gotcha.
Spoke to Sheena. I'm like, okay, now we have to go write a book.
Mm-hmm.
And now there, I mean,
There's the
their
process.
technology.
Yeah.
I'm old school. I'm pen and paper.
We noticed. We noticed.
Send it through Google Docs.
Yeah,
It's
she's
what?
like, "Where's the phone? What do I push? What button?" She's like,
It's okay, we understand.
So I started writing my book, and
Right.
it was, for me, it was, I wouldn't have been able to do it without Sheena,
"Okay,
without discovering diversity, because I know the story, which is sometimes how we tend to write.
Mm-hmm.
You don't put everything in there because it's in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So on paper, so they,
How do you
when
get
we-
it out?
When we did the editing, they'd go, okay, so what's the story here? Feels like something is missing.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times we do, the link and we're editing, and they go, what's that? And I tell them, oh, and then they could tweak that.
Okay.
Oh, so why didn't you say that? Because there are some things that I would say, and then at that point, they goes, why is that not in the book?
right."
Right? Because I'm like, that's kind of, I have to like really put all of that in the book.
Hey, when they
It's always the best
say a
part.
book, it's a book. People want to read it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was able to put that in the book, and I mean, in all honesty, Sheena and Chelsea, they really inspire me, because there have been times when I go, oh yeah, I was walking and I'm ordering this. I'm like,
It's true.
oh, damn.
Yeah.
So they even started using the concept before
The book came
the
out.
book came out.
So you knew there was something there. It could help people. You saw that, okay, this is not just something I came up with. It's something it was a need for.
I was living it.
Okay.
I had been living it. I woke up one morning. I'm a single mom raising 5 kids.
Okay.
Did 23 years at the post office, and I woke up one morning. I'm thinking,
That's
how
it?
the hell did I get here? I love relationship. Why am I raising 5 kids by myself?
Right.
And a voice said, "You ordered it." Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 19, I said, at the time, based on my background, if I should ever get pregnant, I was gonna go off and raise the child by myself, because I didn't believe there was a man that's gonna love me and my child the way we deserve.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
what are my words? So here, 30 years later, I'm living what I had spoken back then.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, fast forward everything, I could see my tire. I'm driving one day, and I kept thinking, oh, yeah, I need to check my tire. One day it's going to jump past the car.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the thought was done, my tire ran in front of my car. Mazda 626.
Okay.
There goes my tire across right at Goreway beside that McDonald's.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
that was a scary moment.
So, but even then, I still hadn't recognized it. Like I was saying to, Amoy, who we are over time, we plant it, like the deeper you plant a seed,
Right.
the longer it takes to grow.
Okay.
So I had just put so much on top
You
of
planted it, you put it on top, and then every time things started to bloom, you're like, nope, gotta put more dirt on it and put more manure on it. It's trying to come up, but you're packing more on top. And then now you realize, how do you get it out?
But based on the culture, he had a good job.
Mhm.
He was secured.
Yeah.
Because even when I retired from the post office, people go, what about your pension?
Yeah.
And I kept saying, well, what happens if I'm not alive to enjoy the pension? What about my mindset? What
Right.
about my
Yep.
health? Because everything was literally, I picked up my bag to go to work, and the thought of going postal made sense.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled up outside, and I would text my union rep, I'm sitting outside in the car and I don't want to go into work.
Mm-hmm.
When you're raising 5 kids, that's not a good place to
Yeah.
be.
Right,
It's not an
right,
option.
right.
Right? That's not I had police officer call me, Miss Gordon, we're at your house, there's a fire, your son's cooking. What?
Mhm.
So who am I?
Yeah.
Why am I here? How do I impact those around me?
Okay.
So that became now my search to say, well, okay. So then I coined this phrase, I had to start mining me. Right? Now I had to go digging for that seed.
I gotcha. Okay. So then now, how long did the book take to come out?
May 24th, we had it published by when, Tina? June 29th, 2017.
Yes, that is.
So less than 3 months.
Okay.
It was
A
intense.
fast excavation.
So you're like, okay, I gotta get this out there. You know what I mean?
She was like, we got to get this done. I'm like, oh, wait. She's like, no, now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was literally like being pregnant and you couldn't wait for epidural to come.
I've had that experience.
Yeah.
I just looked at my engineer, Jordan. Jordan's looking at me like, okay, yeah.
What?
Basically, what she's saying, my friend, is just take the sucker out. You know what I mean? She has it in there so long. She's been thinking about it. She wants to develop it, but she has to see it. It's there, but you haven't touched it. You haven't got it out there yet. You want this thing out.
I just wanted it out. And I got it out, and it was amazing. Sheena was fantastic with between her and the publisher. I mean, there's even a story behind that because the printer was scheduled to fly to Florida on his vacation the day he delivered the book.
Okay.
I found out after that he actually missed his flight.
Uh-oh. Thank you, printer.
Thank you. Thanks, Ed.
He's going to be like, Sheena?
Yeah. Okay, so listen, we're going to take a small break. When we get back, we're going to dive into the book itself. Why should somebody pick up the book? And we'll be right back. You're watching CMJ Live. It's an author. It's the book. If you want to become an author, if you want to write your book and get out, this is the show to watch. We'll be right back.
When you know your purpose, you know your function, because the function dictates the purpose. It's not talking about what color this thing is. Life is about a function. And only when you function do you see purpose. This is where we live, just here. What we think. We miss the human when we just focus on the black on the hand or the white of the palm. But my goal in life is to get people to understand your function. Let them feel their love. Let them know you. Let them know your struggle. So when we talk about community, it's talking about coming together, unity.
Discover the incredible India.
Big shouts out to my engineer Jordan doing his thing, bringing us in. Listen, we are back and we are talking about the books. Before we move on, please reintroduce yourself.
Hello, I am Sheena Blake from Discovering Diversity Publishing, and I am here with Palmonia Gordon-View, author of Order It.
All right, Order It. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Show everybody Order It. All right.
There's a lot of screens, so.
This is Order It. All right. So tell me about Order It. What's it all about?
It's a guide to manifesting your dreams. It talks about the power of your words, your thoughts and your words.
Okay.
Whatever you think, whatever you say, is what you're going to get.
Gotcha.
It's just like plugging a direction into a GPS. To get here, if I had put, north as opposed to south, I'm going to be going in the wrong direction.
Yep.
Same thing with our words. You get up, you say you're tired.
You're going to be tired that day.
That's what you're getting all. You get up and you say you B-R-O-K-E.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to get.
She won't even say the word.
No,
yes.
I noticed. I noticed. Because I kind of figured the book was about something like that. Because when I first sat down, I'm like, man, I hate this chair. And she's like, that's a strong word. I'm like, okay, give me the book. Let me see the book. Because you know it's going to be there. Certain words you just don't say.
You just don't say. Because it literally is a boomerang. It leaves, it search, it magnetizes whatever you say.
And
it intensifies and brings it back.
Okay, I'm like that too. Because I have this thing. If you throw it up into the universe, somewhere it'll manifest.
And it's going to get volume.
It's going to get volume. Because you don't say it, it won't happen. If you don't ask, I'm a spiritual guy. And if I ask for things, he doesn't know that I'm asking. Nobody knows that I'm asking. So how do you ask for it? So what you're saying is the same thing. You order what you want in life.
Yes.
Okay, so I love the book cover. Let me just steal that from you. All right, so she has a barcode with
Order it.
with a finger, just like if it's
Click on the mouse.
just
Yeah.
like if it's on Amazon. You
Yeah.
just click and order what you want.
Absolutely.
And on the back is a beautiful picture of herself, and then she's got somebody on their phone with a credit card on the laptop ordering
So
it
clever.
up.
There you
Okay,
go.
I don't know if that's a hotline to the universe or she's got
That
God
would be a good
on.
song.
You know what I mean? So she's like ordering
The
it up.
hotline.
All right.
Yep.
So there it is right there. Where can we find this book? Where can we get this book?
You can get it at Discovering the Diversity. You can get it on my personal website, which is palmoniagordon.com. And by the end of this week, it's also on Amazon.
All right. Now tell them your website. So
DiscoveringDiversityPublishing.com. That's DiscoveringDiversityPublishing.com.
all right. And drop a phone number real quick.
647-460-9257 right now. I'll go one more time with that one. 647-460-9257. Hey, Dalroy. Hey. You know, this is the thing about going live, because then I get to see all you guys, and I haven't gotten to say hello. So hi.
There it is. There it is.
Sorry.
So tell us, read us a little bit about the book, if you don't mind. Find something
post
real
it
quick,
afterwards.
and we'll just throw it in there so people can get a little gist of what it is. Just a quick segment, because I want to talk to you more about what this book has done for you. So
While she's searching, I'll
Yeah.
talk about, because she referred to a few different times that Chelsea and I would comment on, like, you know, knowing that we ordered something. And you can't have a conversation with Palmonia and not recognize it, like, what am I actually ordering?
Because in the beginning, to be honest with you, when she said,
You're
yeah, I was using it, I
like,
was ordering things. I don't know about you, Jordan, but I'm thinking she got some new shoes, showed you how to order things properly, you know, how to invest in ordering stuff on stock and bonds.
I mean,
But
I
she's talking
cover
about
all of
in
that.
ordering in life.
All life.
All life. All right, so go ahead, real quick.
Order it. Order it means to command or request. This is exactly what we do each time we speak. We place an order. Many people are not aware of how powerful a tool this is and how great an impact this has. Thus, we order the wrong things in life. O, open your mouth. You have to speak, say something, or have that thought. R, request. Ask for what you want. D, the divine. Somebody is listening to place that order. E, you have to expect what you're asking for. Would you go to a drive-through, order a coffee, and not expect to get it?
Okay.
R,
didn't make no
receive. As long as we remember that some things take a little bit longer than others, we will get what we're asking for. And it, I am thankful. I remain in a space of gratitude because that changes everything.
Okay, so here's a question. When you order it, right, how long do you expect to wait for your order to come?
Depends on the order that you have placed, because if you let 1 inch, one fraction of doubt comes in,
Yeah.
it erases it. You have to replace that order. If you went to the drive-thru and you go, one double,
Yeah.
and then you changed your mind.
Yeah.
Now they have to
Go back,
reconfigure and take
do it
time,
all again.
do it over.
Okay.
So that's how the ordering process works. I mean, in the 6 months that since the book came out,
Right.
I mean, there's been a change in finance. There's been a change in accommodation. There's been a change in job. So there is now, honestly, Sheena, I'm almost scared. Sunday morning, I got up and my word was listen. Sunday afternoon, I was at Toastmaster, and to do table topic, guess what my word was? Listen. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So it can be as fast as that. It depends on how connected we are.
Right.
Because oftentimes it speaks and it answers. But if you're so busy with the bustle, you may not hear it. When you have that quiet, it goes, oh my, I missed it. It's like the highway.
Right.
If the GPS says turn right and you're going so fast, now you have to go down, make the U-turn,
and come back. So most time it's listening. It's following what you have to do. If you're gonna order up on it, concentrate on what you did. Just don't order up and walk away.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sit there, be patient, and wait for your order to come through.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna use the order scenario, it's like if we all go to a restaurant. I order, breakfast.
Yes.
I'm not going to just order breakfast and get up and walk away.
No.
I'm going to sit patiently and wait for them to bring my order.
Absolutely.
And if I want something else, after it comes, I want something different, that's when you move on to the next level.
Yeah.
So you're saying basically the book has helped you not only put yourself forward, but it will help everybody else to say, okay, what am I ordering? Because a lot of people, if we're going to use a scenario still, you ever gone to somebody and they're ordering, give me 2 Timbits, give me a coffee, maybe I want this. And you're in the back of the line thinking, yo, can you order, like, hurry up? Because they didn't know what they wanted before they went up. They were talking, they were looking at their phone, and when they got to the front line, that's when they started looking at the screen. Oh, you guys have this now, you have that.
Exactly. I didn't know you had soup.
Yes. Right.
So what you're saying is the book will help you
put that in place
before you get to the line.
Before you get to place. And a big thing that I'm big on is doing affirmation, because if you don't know who you are, you're going to order something that's not compatible for you either.
Okay, here's a question real quick, so I don't want to. I want to put this out there, right? How do you order when you're by yourself? What I mean by that is, do you write it on the wall? Do you have a board? Is there somewhere? You're supposed to put it? Is it on the phone? You know what I mean?
You must have been in my kitchen.
Okay.
I don't have a vision board. I have a vision wall. It started as a little board. It went into a wall. But every time, at one point, I went into the bathroom with something. I wanted my son. He goes, Mom, no, there's no more room. So I literally put it up everywhere as a reminder. But that's my personal. Some people do it in a book. Right? For me, I liked, because I am also raising 5 children, and I don't want them to have to go through my process. How do I create that space around them? If I have that constant reminder that you can ask for this and it can happen, I put it up where they can see it.
Okay, so here it is. We got about 2 minutes left, and I want to stay on this. Why should somebody get your book?
If there's any desire at all to change your life, to change your business, to change who you are, to get more. If you have enough, there is still more. If you want more, if you want change, guess what? It's the best Christmas gift that you can give to anyone at this point in time. Had a girlfriend in Florida, she ordered 1. She went on my website and she says, PG, I just ordered 5 more. These are the people that I'm going to make it a gift to.
Yeah. It's also, like, if I can weigh in, what I love about this book is that there is a story. What we're finding these days is that authenticity changes everything. So you hear about Palmonia Gordon's life and you realize, because it's not just knowing that you have to order it. It's like you have to get to a place where you realize that you have to order it. Or that you've been consistently ordering things in your life, and you have to get there before you can order more.
You have to realize that you're still in the kitchen, and you sat there and you haven't ordered anything. People are going by you ordering stuff, and you're still sitting there.
That's right. And a lot of, like, this is the thing, is that, like, you know, I think people are a lot more woke now. Like, people are more aware of themselves and who they are as they exist on the planet.
Right.
But what this book does is, like, sit down and center yourself for a minute. Okay. What have you ordered so far? Right. And now what do you want to order to move forward? And I think that's what moved me about this book, and that's the truth. I mean, I get a chance to read a lot of books, a lot of stories, but this book, I was like, oh, okay, I've ordered this so far. I can congratulate myself or say, hey, I don't want that anymore, and now I can move forward.
All right, we got about 40 seconds left. You're on CMJ Live. What we do here, and I want to give you the opportunity to do it, is called the shout out. So shout out anybody, your family, your friends, before we let you go. Go.
CJ, Jared, Jermaine, JC. Hey, my daughter turns 6 on Saturday. Happy birthday, baby. I love you.
She's a Scorpio. She's a good girl. Scorpio people, big up. All right.
Yeah, big up.
All right.
Sorry. Just kidding. Anybody that's Scorpio, I love you, Dad.
Listen, see? Scorpio people. That's what it is. Scorpio people. There you go.
Real good. So I'm a goat, but I'm good.
Thank you so much. Listen, get her book. It's out there. Go to her website. Website real quick, one more time.
Palmonia, Palmonia. Pal like friend, Monia like pneumonia, but I'm nicer. You gotta go grab the book.
All right, order it now. You like that? I said that. Order it. Good. Order it now.
See? Okay, order it now. Click. Yep.
We'll be right back.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Hey guys, and we are back, and they're like, no, don't adjust your TV screen, don't adjust. We switched somebody. All right.
Wait, what happened here?
Okay, we switched.
You shake your phone.
You change it upside down.
That's not what she looked like. What's happening? New one.
Go ahead, introduce.
So I am sitting here with the Kamoy Williams. She is the author of My Side Hustle Manifesto, but she's going to tell you more about it. This is, I can't have favorites. That's not allowed. It doesn't count. But I really, really enjoy this one like I do with others. But this one's really special. So tell them about it.
All right. So before we do that, background. Where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Okay.
I was born in the country, and I grew up with my grandparents.
Okay.
My great-grandmother and my grandmother. And yeah, I grew up in Jane and Finch.
Right.
And then I've lived all over Canada, starting from Quebec, going all the way west.
Okay, so let's go back. What school? Did you go to in Jamaica?
I went to, I don't remember.
Oh,
I
okay.
came here when I was 6, and I think I went to school for like 3 days in Jamaica.
And then you came over.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you came here and you were in Shoreham.
I went to Shoreham, then Blacksmith, then Stanley.
Okay, so I worked at all those schools. That's why I'm
Really?
asking. There you go.
Done.
Brown building.
I'm like,
like-
how do you know?
Brown building.
you guys know
Shoreham.
each other? And I
Across the
missed
field, Jane Junior High. Blacksmith is down there. I got you, girl. I got you. All right. So now you know a little bit about her.
He's a researcher.
Okay. Where did the book come from?
It came from like this deep place inside of me. We were all like just sent on vacation suddenly. This job that I was working at, and I was like, my employers aren't making money right now, so I can't be making money.
Yeah.
And other people are going through that too. And then
That's
like
great.
this is my entire side hustle process. So I'm like, instead of creating another side hustle, why don't I just write a book about it?
Okay.
So I just started writing, and it just came out. Yeah.
Okay, so the book came out of the necessity of job, right?
Yeah.
And finding out how we can help other people not be in that hustle mode, right? How to get it out there.
Yeah,
right?
it came from wanting everyone to be in a space of abundance always and choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. So how did this happen right here?
This love. I met Sheena at a barbecue. I'm also a chef.
Okay.
I met Sheena at a barbecue that I was the chef at.
Okay.
And I was a little bit late for the barbecue, and when I got there, things were a bit like hectic and
Trying to
like
get
all
everything
over
going.
the place.
Yeah.
And I jump in, and then like boom, smooth.
Yeah.
And Sheena's
True.
like, "Who is this? Who
No,
Right.
I
is
was
this
like,
woman?"
who is
Yeah.
that magic lady?
And I looked at her. I'm like, "Who is she?
Okay.
Who is this lady?" And then we just clicked. Like since then, yeah.
And then when did the book come out?
My book came out in July.
Okay.
July.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
All right. So then here we go. Let's see the book. All right. Let's get it out there so people can see
So
it.
this is the book.
All right. All right. So here it is. All right. And then tell us more of what the book
Do
is
your
going to help
spiel.
you. What's
If
the
you
book
guys
about?
saw her at 10 when
All right.
she came live with us. When I say live, we had our 10 authors, 10 locations, 10 days in July, and Kamoy was our 10th author.
Yeah.
Or no, 9th author.
Was
Sorry.
I? Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Right.
she killed it. So
Okay.
So this book, it's My Side Hustle Manifesto, and I love saying this part. It's the easy way to create multiple streams of income in 24 hours or less. So this is the book to get you into action and start manifesting dreams.
Okay.
So it's a manifestation and an action book.
Okay, so it's basically, it's your go-to book. Get it out there. Most people have pen and paper throwing it all over the place. They're not really putting it together.
Yeah.
This little sucker right here is to say, okay, here, let me help you bring it together.
Exactly.
Get it down there and get it out.
Exactly, and then get into action on it, because that's what it's all about. Like, we can all write plans for days and days and days.
Right.
I could have written this book and then had it with my other journals, but I
Right.
picked up the phone and I called Sheena.
Right.
And here it is.
Okay.
So that's what this book is about.
It's about getting the action plan, getting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So now where can we find your book?
So you can find my book on Discovering Diversity Publishing.
Okay.
And then on my own personal website, which was born out of my side hustle, which is goldtribealchemy.com. It's my jewelry company.
Okay.
And then it's also available at my business coach's office, Life Coach Giovanni Macaron. And then it's available at Retreat Zen in Belleville.
Okay, so you can't find it. Something's wrong. Okay, that's basically what she's saying. She's telling you everywhere.
It's also at this amazing juice bar in Malton called Mr. Kane.
Oh yeah,
so
this is good juice.
Okay.
find it.
Shout out, Mr.
All right, so leave this right here. So what I want to do now is get with you now and then say, okay, from the last author to this author, how does the process work? So people are seeing this, thinking, yeah, the books are coming out. Okay, how do I go? How do I do it? The people are asking, how does the process work? They got pen and paper. If you had the book, you could have wrote it in there.
Yes.
But we're going to do it right now, okay? There you go. So how did this... I come to you, Jordan comes to you, and Jordan and I can say, yo, we have this wicked idea of writing a book on this. What takes place?
So it's funny because I just got a message from someone on my team saying you need to write a blog post about this, which we've done, but I'll say it out loud and then I'll rewrite it later.
Okay.
But how it usually goes is like Jordan calls me and he's like, Sheena, I have this idea and I want to write a book. And I'm like, that's fantastic. Have you written it yet? And you're like, well, I've written out pieces of it. I just don't know where to start. And then you tell me all types of things about your life, which I love. Tell me about your life, right? But then the next part is I challenge you. And I say, well, that's great. I'm so glad to hear you've written this much. I'm hoping that by the end of the week I see at least 2 more chapters. And then you say, what? Are you sure? And I say, yes. In fact, I might want 5 chapters by the end of the week. And so if you accept the challenge, which often people do, and I think that's almost like, Kamoy accepted the challenge, Pamonia did, and then we go from there. Then after you've completed it, we won't look at it until you've completed writing the book.
Okay.
But I like to serve as a support. You'll send me a message, here, Sheena, I wrote this much, and I'll take a look at it, but we'll just leave it like that until you're ready to edit it. And then we'll go through the editing process, which is pieces. We go through it and we make sure the content makes sense. We ask you questions. Does this work? I don't know. What are you saying here? Things like that.
Right.
After we finish editing it, then we go into the self-publishing process. Now, this is sort of the cool part I find and why I started DDP was because when you publish on Amazon, which shout outs to Amazon, I really, really love how they've done this. They've built a brilliant conglomerate. But if you don't know how to do things on the computer, it is really hard to move on.
Okay.
And so it just really, you're like, I don't want to click. I don't know what to click and I don't know what to do.
That's not the cover picture I wanted. No.
Who designed this?
No, that's not the cover picture. Okay.
And so what we do is we put that all together for you. So
Okay.
we're essentially like a boutique self-publishing company.
Okay.
We'll help you create your front cover. We design it for you, your spine, your back cover, your ISBN, your notice of copyright, your barcode, like all those little bells and whistles that you're like, I don't know what she's talking about.
So easy.
Okay.
We just do it for you.
Okay.
Right? And then after that, when you're ready to print, we make sure we turn it into an ebook for you and we get it ready to print and then we get it to your door.
Okay, but here's the problem now.
What's
okay?
the problem?
I'm not a writer. Okay, Jordan's not a writer. We just look
Jordan,
good
you
like
might be
we
a
can write.
I was like, Jordan's a writer. He's a
No, I'm
writer.
saying. All right. I'm saying. Okay. I'm trying to pull him in with me. Jordan, you're supposed to be on my side here. You're in the studio here, B. Okay. Pen and paper and me don't work. Everybody knows this is what I do. I'm the speaker. I'm the
He
man on
is.
the mic. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. I can't
He's the
do what
master
I
of
do
all
like
things
this
entertainment. Got
and
it.
take this and put it on paper. How do you guys help out with that?
Okay, so we do have ghostwriting services.
Okay.
And I usually say something like, I hear that you're not really in love with writing, but I will still challenge you to start it on your own at first.
Okay.
We can do it for you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we love doing the ghostwriting process, and if anyone's looking for a ghostwriter, but don't call us because it's based on, like, I don't have enough time, because you're ordering that. Hey? You like how I do that?
Yeah, okay.
But also, I mean, like, we will gladly do that for you. But I really, I think, and why I started DDP is because I want people to tell their story the way that they tell it.
Get it out in their words, and they
That's
can
right,
edit
it's
it and
you.
do it this. Okay.
Like, and we will help you make it sound as the best you as possible. And I get the, like, because, oh, side note, you wouldn't be writing it on pen and paper for us. You'd be typing it, which is fine. I understand.
Yeah, so,
it takes a little while.
Some people
but then,
can't do the typing.
Jordan caught it. I'm
You know
here.
what I
I'm here.
mean?
Good.
There you
Scanning the ripped out pages out of the book.
Don't scan it to me. I'm like, do you want me to type this for you? Is that what's happening here?
All right, so here, real quick. Grab a page from your book, and before we go into break, and just take a section and just read it out so they can know how this can help them as well. Hit it!
All right. Action met idea.
Okay.
And they lived happily ever after. Amazing concept, right? You'd be surprised at how many ideas never meet action. Then they die. Choose right now. Is your idea going to die or live happily ever after?
That's the question.
And that's it.
And that's the question. They want to know, you know what I mean? You have these great ideas, but they can sit and float. They just float and they sit there, but how do you put it into action?
Yeah.
Right? What do you do next? So it's okay. So we read that, we get into the book, we start writing it down. We start
Like, you can actually write in the book.
That's why I wanted. That's why I put it out there. I went
Yeah.
through the thing. So she gives you the words, you write it down. It's the book, your page, and as you go chapter by chapter, this is your notepad. This is how she's helping you get it on there.
And you keep it all in one spot.
Exactly.
Right. It's not in a piece of paper here, different places
On your
over there.
post-it,
on your post-it.
on your wall, staying
Okay.
in your wall, because
Just
it's been
in
posted.
one
Don't do
beautiful
it.
book,
Yeah.
and it's just there for you, and it's all like perfectly bound. Yeah, I love this book
Actually,
so much.
technically, it's not perfectly bound, which is funny.
Okay,
it's
fine.
coil bound. But that's okay.
I knew she was gonna get there because
I
I'm gonna
love
ask
this
her.
coil bound. This is my favorite part of the book. It just makes it super easy
Listen,
just to
I'm a nerd,
open.
I know.
Listen, when we get back, we're
Okay.
gonna tell you the ins, the outs, the do's, the don'ts about the book. We'll be right back.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by ReMax West.
There you go, and we are back.
That was awesome. Did you guys see that?
Hey guys, and welcome back. So please, one more time, reintroduce yourself.
Hey guys, I am Sheena Blake from Discovering Diversity Publishing, and we are sitting here today with Kamoy Williams, the author of My Side Hustle Manifesto.
All
Easy
right.
way to make an income in 24 hours or less.
Okay. So before we went to break, we read a chapter in her book, and then we were actually talking about the funny thing is she loves the
Coil bind.
and what'd you call it?
I said it's perfectly round.
Okay. So this is what I want to. This is what I want to
This
get
is
into.
why words are important.
This is what I want to get into. This is why I want to get into it because she's got her words, we got our words. Tell us, how many style books is there?
Oh, well, that's a great question. I mean, like, essentially, we can do anything that you want.
Okay.
We can perfect bind, which is like, you know, once your book is over around 60 pages, that's 30 flip pages, we can perfect bind it, which is what you'll probably see on most of your bookshelves. That means we can write on the spine. Then there's saddle stitch, which is those little staples. Those are the thin books, like when your children are reading books.
Children books, okay.
Yeah, those are typically saddle stitch.
Okay.
They are less to print, but they also hold like less weight, actually.
Right. Yeah.
I love perfect bind, but then when Kamoy was like, I want to be able to open the book all the way so that people can write in the book.
Into it, which is a smart idea.
It was so clever.
So you can easy, and you're not snapping it, you're not doing everything.
That's right. You're not
easy,
breaking the perfect
easier to
bind.
write in, flip it over.
The glue's not ruined.
Right. Okay.
This is brilliant.
So then that means what I'd like to hear you say, we get a choice. We get to choice how we want the book to look and how to feel. You can give us your opinion, but when we say it's your book, it is.
It's your book.
Your book. It's not
we
like,
want you to say, hey, like, I want my book to be like, what's funny? So my second book, which is called Choose to Be Your Vision, I was like, I want to make this a weird size. So I made it 11 by 11, which is like really weird. It's a weird size. It's a great book. It's a weird size.
11
by 11. So it's a perfect square, which is not usual for books. They're
Right.
usually rectangular and shape. And so I was really excited by that. And this is like very early in my self-publishing days before DDP started. And I didn't write on the spine because I was like, everyone writes on the spine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. What I later found out and why I really wanted to make sure that this information was available to people is that, like, I can't put it in chapters for that very reason.
Right, because there's nothing to put
There's
it
nothing
in.
exactly.
Right.
But these are the lessons, right? And I love it's my one of my favorite books to sell.
Okay.
But it is a good lesson to share.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Because this stuff always happens in the beginning. You're like, it's like your first child. You know?
Right. You learn from
you
it.
make a lot of mistakes, and you're like,
Okay, so then, how many people are on your team?
How many people are on my team? Okay. Hold on, I just want to count and make sure I've got them.
You can leave them out.
Yeah, I'm like,
while she's counting, tell me, how's this book changed your life? She'll be sitting there counting.
Like an amazing journey. The way that being an author, I didn't think it would look like this. Like, first of all. So I published my book and I started telling people about it.
Yeah.
And then they were supporting me. And I was like, whoa.
What?
Okay, hold on. Let's backtrack.
What are you saying?
It's so
she's
wild.
amazed. She's like, wow. They really.
No, but even success is like a bit scary too.
Yeah.
Like, I've already sold over 80 of these books and like counting.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And then okay, I want to bring it back because here it is. How did it feel? I want to stop you there because I know how my first gig was when someone hired me for the first time and I went up and did the show and did it. That feel that I feel.
Like,
so how did you feel?
Zingy and exuberant and like
Zingy.
Yeah.
No, I love new
Just
words.
flowy. I just felt like, oh my goodness, like.
Someone said, that sounds good. Here's the money.
And it's helping them.
Yeah.
That's the cool. I have people call me probably at least 3 times a week because of Kamoy.
It's amazing. And then connecting to other people who see my book and they're like, I want to publish my book.
Right.
And I'm like, I can help you.
Yes.
I did that.
Yes. I know what it is. I got the hookups. I got a girl that knows a girl that knows some people that. Okay.
And I connect them right to Sheena, and it's just like, it's really been an incredible experience, and I'm so grateful.
All right. So time is going, and I want to get out the nitty gritty because you're on CMJ Live. I don't hold nothing back. Let's go. Let's talk the talk. Money. How much should we come with? How much does it start off average? Can I come with $5 and say, let me make this book happen? Let's talk the real talk. If someone's coming, what average money do they need as a base to get this thing out there?
Okay, so I want to say average for yourself under 10 grand.
Okay.
Right? Much under 10 grand. Sometimes it depends on like how you come. We can do it as a package. Our top package includes everything. Like, I mean, from formatting ISBN, 100 copies of your book, 50 copies hardcover book, that's $7,000.
Okay.
Right? And so I say under 10 grand because that will include your tax from the 7 grand.
Right.
But we can also do it in stages. And people like that a lot one. A lot one? It's okay. People like that one a lot. See, that's okay. I was just like, where is it gonna go? I needed one in there.
She's from the radio station, so she's trying to remix it. Didn't come out, but it's okay.
It's okay.
There you go.
At least I caught it though. I saw it.
I got that.
Pulled it back. But what we can do is do it in pieces. So if you want to do the editing part, we go editing.
Okay.
And you can cover that part of your invoice, and then when you're ready, we move on to the next stage, which is the self-publishing, and then when you're ready, we can move on to the next stage, which is the printing.
Okay.
So this is sort of, my goal is to make this accessible to people who are desiring to put their book out. Like, you have an idea, you want to order it, you want to put it out to the world, and you want to have it in your hand. Like, this is the thing. I mean, you can go on Amazon, and I love Amazon, and I really push Amazon. I think it's a great tool. But the next piece is when you want it in your hand, and you can actually have full say on what you do with it.
Right.
Like, this is 100% Kamoy's book. And I mean, people ask me every day, like, what do you think of this? I'm like, it doesn't really matter what I think of this, But if I can have my opinion is kind of irrelevant.
Right.
Right? It's just more like, what do you think? Well, I mean, a lot of our editors are amazing, and they'll say, like, I don't like this part, but I really like this part, or what happened here, what's going on here, let's talk about this more. And so, like, the point is that it's yours.
So what's the difference? Because when you were saying Amazon, what's the difference? You don't get to hold it, you don't get to see it.
Amazon, you can go on CreateSpace and print your own book.
Okay.
Right? So you can order that online and in the mail, and it is amazing. There's just sort of a difference in the process. Has anyone ever tried to call Amazon? Anybody?
No. Yes. Okay.
Have you?
Yes.
So you know already.
Yes.
Yeah. They're like, it's gonna be 24 hours. I'm like, wait, what? I don't know why I'm going. I just want to talk to a person. And that's sort of the point, because like, and I love Amazon. Like, that is the truth. I really love Amazon. I just wanted to create another avenue for people in 2017 where, like, millennials, and I think I am sort of kind of a millennial still.
Right.
People are used to sending emails, where there was a time when maybe not everyone in this room, but I learned to drive without, like, having a cell phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, times are different now. And we're really used to having, like, not physical conversations with people. We're used to being like a da-da-da-da-da, type.
Right.
And then things are lost in translation, at least from like an elder generation. So I wanted to make it accessible. I do a lot of work with people over, like, we have clients around the world. We'll talk a lot on WhatsApp. Phones are kind of, silly, but we can voice note and send cool emojis, because I really like emojis.
All right. So here we go. Here's the books. Okay? Make sure you go out, get your copies. This is what you got to do, okay? Take this one first, put things into action. Once you get the thing action, then you go and get this book here to order it, to put it all together. So it's a 1-2 punch, okay? There it is, a 1-2 punch. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know what you want to order in your life, then you can't go after your hustle, because you don't know what hustle you're getting, okay?
Exactly.
So it's a 1-2. But anything that we don't know about book writing that you want to get out there, because a lot of people think, okay, I just sit down, I write it here, it's the paper, it's a pen, it's a typewriter, I get it out there. Okay.
You're really dating yourself.
Well, listen,
it's the typewriter. Don't use the typewriter and send it to me, guys. Okay.
Send it back. Bring it back.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Okay, yeah.
Get the white out and look for that little spot. But here it is.
The biggest one I want to say is that when you write a book, you will find two things that creep out: the haters and the lovers.
Okay.
So you will have the haters who most notably have never written a book.
Right.
Who will have lots to say, like, why did you do this? Why didn't you do that? Oh my gosh, if I wrote a book.
So keep on your street.
Yep, you gotta stay in your lane, and it's okay. Like, don't get caught off by the shiny stuff, and shiny stuff can be like ugly or beautiful. Just stay.
Okay, we got about 30 seconds left. You're on CMJ Live. Do your shout out. Go.
I'm gonna shout out to everyone that I love.
My mom!
I love when I throw this at them.
I want to give a shout out to my coaches. I want to give a shout out to Emmanuel Jal, who taught me about the process of doing this. Oh shit, sorry.
He loves them, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, I love him too. And I want to give a shout out to Giovanni, my personal coach. He's amazing, and I want to give a shout out to everyone who supported this process of helping me to just create this book and get it out there, and everyone who's supporting.
All right.
So, yeah.
Go ahead. We're over time, but
Okay.
Give your shout out. Go quick.
Oh, shout out mom, dad, brothers, sisters. Everybody in my life really, but I want to shout out my kids, Azan and Sekhmet. I want to say thank you for supporting me through this and knowing that I have your back and I'm doing this for your future.
All right. Here we go. go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow when we have another author coming in, and his book is about real estate, how to do all this stuff, and he does something a little different. He's a close friend of mine, known him for years, so I'm happy to be on the show. But thanks for coming in. Thanks for having us. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching CMJ Live. Jordan,
Jordan,
take us out.